very fluid. You know, he's got great movement, gets up and down the floor for his size. You know, he's got really good footwork for a guy who's been sitting out that long. He's a legitimate 7-footer, Shaq, and, you know, those are rare and hard to find.
You know, I like his game because he can face up, play with his back to the basket, and he's equally comfortable scoring in either position. I like that about his game.
How's his feet work?
Feet work is perpetuous excellence at its finest.
How's his footwork?
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
That about does it. Kevin Harlan standing by. Kevin, take it away.
Can you play off 1 foot?
Welcome to Philadelphia, everyone, as the 76ers get ready to defend home court in the Eastern Conference. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And so the tip-off. So the opening lineup for the Heat. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. And it's Abdul Rahman at the 3 slot. Now here's Freak. Back to Whiteside. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
I like that. Getting their offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Yeah, high percentage shot, and the more points you can get inside, I think the better off they'll be as the game progresses. Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Dragic the pass to Abdul Rahman. Inside, and Chris Bosh with the slam.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, you know, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Oh, guys, come on. You know, he's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
Dragic dishes to Freak. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Roten with it. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Detroit. Here's Okafor, and it's blocked by Whiteside. Wade kicks to Freak. Whiteside sets the pick for Freak. Heat moving the ball around. And another basket for Miami.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Now, here's Roten. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Abdul Rahman. It's a 5-point game. Bosh uses the glass to finish the layup. Bosh has got his second basket of the night.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Here's Roten, and he jams it with authority.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
Clock at 4, and Dragic has it in the corner. Off target with his 3. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on you.
Wade with no one around, and the Heat get another bucket right there.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical, dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Now here's Roten. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Roten, trailing by 5 to the left side wing. From deep. Here's Smith. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Here's Wade following the score by Josh Smith. Wade passes to Abdul Rahman. Shot clock at 6. Whiteside sets the pick for Freak. Whiteside, no good.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And you can see why the D is willing to just back off and really take their chances with his jump shot.
And it's Wade penetrating, and that one's good. Wade's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Over to the left wing. Again, Philadelphia. Now here's Dragic. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Bosh, the screen. Wade outside, jacks up a 3. Basket is good. The assist from Bosh. And it's 9 points for Wade.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Roten kicks to Covington. Drills the three-pointer.
And how about... that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Now here's Freak. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And he also made an impact on defense, guys. 3 block shots over the course of the game.
Shays. He's guarded by Dragic. Here's Shays. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 8 points for him.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Now here's Dragic. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. The 76ers trail. Some firepower, Clark, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively. And now let's take a look at the stats for Okafor. Really been a key contributor. Points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. Night in and night out, he's their #1 option offensively.
That's why he leads the team in scoring. Almost every play feels like it runs through him.
Noel's checked in for Smith. And Miami with a change here, too. Deng's checked in. Now here's Wade. 9 points in the game so far. Bosh misses.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Dragic dishes to Freak. Bosh, a screen on Noel. Here's Freak. And again, it's the Heat missing. The 76ers lead. Here's Covington. Banked in off the glass. Covington's got 5 points so far.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's Freak. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Shot to stop the drought. And it's rebounded by Covington.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down the shot like that against that kind of defense. Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Now here's Dragic, Abdul-Rahman, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Freak's got 5. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Okafor with a screen on Dragic. Here's Shays. A three-pointer off the mark. Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the Raptors.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
Now here's Freak. He has 5. No good from Bosch.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. The feed to Okafor. Up and in from the low block. Okafor's got his first points of the night.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Now, who's had the hot hand from the 2 position over the last 10 games? Highest field. Leaderboard. In the 3rd spot, Dwayne Wade.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
Boy, it does smooth things out for a team to have a 2-guard like one of the guys we're seeing there. I mean, you don't need to draw up anything fancy for these fellas. Just call an isolation and they'll get you something good.
Here's Noel following the basket by Freak. Grant, that's good.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
There's the pick. Abdul-Rahman, the pass to McRoberts. Then kicks to Freak. He's scorching hot. Freak's got 9.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Embiid the screen, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
Now here's Freak, and they're unable to get the tying basket there. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. It's been a pretty even matchup against this team, at least so far this season, with a game going each way in their first 2 contests. And the key to them taking this one tonight, he said, is defense. We know they can score with anyone, and we're certainly capable of putting some points on the board when we need to. But we can't get into a barn burner shootout with them. We've got to slug it out, play some gritty D, and make them work for everything. Kevin, this should be a tough game.
All right, Doris, they're probably well aware of the firepower they're up against here.
You know, it sounds like it. I mean, their coach knows how tough it is to slow this team down. He wants to make sure his guys understand that as well.
Yeah, I guarantee he got his point across when prepping them for this one. He focused clearly on their absolute toughest effort defensively.
Dishes to Winslow. Here's Freak. And that one hits back iron. The 76ers leading by 7. Embiid sets the pick for Roten. Kicks it to Embiid. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Right here, over these last 10 games on the Heat schedule, this is how they stack up in the league stats. 5th in blocks, 6th in assists. And they're in the top 10 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals.
You know, you talked about their spot in the shot blocking rankings. Their length and presence inside is not to be taken lightly. And trust me, their opponents are very conscious of it every time they drive the ball.
Now here's Freak. He's got 9. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Check out the game for Freak. Already up to 9 points and 3 assists.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Now here's Noel. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. No good from Grant.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
That's good from Marshall on the assist from Roten. Marshall's got his first points of the game.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here's Freak. 11 points in the game. And it's blocked. There's the pick. From the arc. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And let's take a moment there, a little bit from Josh Smith about his development throughout his NBA.
You know, coming in at 18, you know.
Kind of hear that growth in his voice, don't you think? And and the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Noel comes in for Carl Landry. Grant, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Tony Roten in for Kendall Marshall. And then for Miami, Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Whiteside. Josh McRoberts comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Abdul Rahman in for Dwayne Wade. Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. Tony Roten out there with Robert Covington. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Roten kicks to Grant. The 76ers with another miss. The Heat trail by 14. Feeds it to Freak. Expanding his range. Offensive rebound. McRoberts dishes to Cannon. Pass to Abdul Rahman. McRoberts down low. Noel on him. Here's Freak. And finally, that one's good. Freak's got 13.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment. And a chance here to check out some stats on Justice Winslow. His last 10 games, he's averaging 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And, guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And, fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
For Philadelphia, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. And Grant drops them both. The Heat trail by 14. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
McRoberts, the pass to Abdul Rahman. Here's Roten. He's got 10. And Noel kicks to Grant. Hits it from three-point range. Grant's got 9.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Freak with it. Grant on him. Haslem a screen. Freak kicks to Haslem. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Haslem's got 4 this quarter.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And that is good. 12 points for Roten.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Haslem a screen on Grant. Freak dishes to Haslem, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Miami. 4th in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top 3. And, of course, there's the 76ers. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And seeing where the 76ers are, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
And, you know, I don't think they need to wait for the offseason to start making some changes. I think they can start the rebuilding process right now.
Roten score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Abdul-Rahman, the pass to Nick Roberts. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
1:58 left in the first half. There's a screen by Noel. Pass to Embiid. Lays it up and banks it in.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Freak kicks to Haslem. Embiid with the steal. Noel up top. They get a hand on it. Grant, that's good. Grant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. It's certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. 4th, the 76ers.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And, guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
And so McRoberts nails both of them. 1:11 left here in the second. Philadelphia leading by 17. Roten kicks to Covington. Passes to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Covington dishes to Grant. He feeds it to Embiid. 5 to shoot. Here's Roten. The shot is off. And Miami the other way now. Last time they met was in Miami.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
Here's Cannon. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Abdul-Rahman connects from three-point range. And here is Roten. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. He kicks to Grant. The pass to Covington. Pulls up on the wing. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
There's the dish to Cannon. Fires the 3. So as we conclude the first half so far.
Well, obviously a lot of ground for you guys to make up in that second half. Do you expect Coach to shake things up to try to jumpstart you here in the third?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. We came out and laid an egg that first half, straight up. Right now, any change to wake us up would be welcome. But we know we can play a lot better than that.
Hang tough, young man. Kevin, this league is...
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Freak really making a difference here.
It's been about his ability to just lock down the opponent from a defensive standpoint. A lot of shots also being blocked.
That reach he's shown, Greg, has certainly been fantastic in getting to some of these shots. I mean, he looks like he's got telescopic arms out there.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Heat, Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside, and it's Abdul-Rahman at the 3 spot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors played some good basketball. He had 21 points and was his usual self on the glass, grabbing just about any missed shot that came off the rim. This game of his was just a standout, all-around display of basketball. Coaches love to see that, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of it.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
The Heat trail by 17. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Whiteside a screen. Down low, he dishes it to Wade. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Wade's got 13.
He is scorching the D, exploding offensively.
Well, you know when you're in that kind of a zone, trust me, he knows he's in the zone right now.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
76ers have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
The 76ers leading by 15. Covington kicks to Roten. That's tipped.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
And it's Freak missing.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
The 76ers again can't hit it. The Heat trail by 15. Dragic with it, and Roten picks him up defensively. Freak kicks to Bosch. Plays it up and banks it in. Bosch has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancers.
And checking out the numbers for Whiteside, over the last month, getting it done. He's around 6 points per game, 12 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And he knows how to use that big body to control the paint.
Yes, he's a Brahma bull inside, let me tell you that. I mean, when he starts bucking, just get out of the way.
Covington passes to Roten. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup. And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Dwayne Wade. 12th in assists, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And, you know, he's really the consummate playmaker. He's got his head on a swivel. He looks for the open man. Completely unselfish as a hooper. I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
The feed now to Covington. Picked by Okafor. Lets a floater go. They recover it, and that one's good. 6 points for Smith. Dragic kicks to Freak. Outside Dragic. Bosch the screen. Inside. Smith with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. For 3, Covington. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Back to Bosch. And another basket for Miami.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Roten dishes to Covington. It's Okafor atop the key. Kicks to Covington. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Abdul Rahman, the pass to Whiteside, and Chris Bosh with the slam.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Out to the wing. Here's Shays. The teardrop falls in. He's got 25.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Bosh kicks to Dragic. Bosh, the screen. Dragic dishes to Freak. Out to the wing. Bosh passes to Abdul Rahman. 5 to shoot. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Okafor's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Shays, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Here's Covington. Wade is covering, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
Move it. Move it. You got it.
Wade, right side. Bosh kicks to Dragic. Heat moving the ball around. And it's Freak missing.
This touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Roten, no good.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Freak dishes to Bosh. Tries to save it, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just the...
And Philadelphia has possession. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Okafor out there at Nerlens Noel. Then it's Kendall Marshall. Then it's Smith. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Wade kicks to Dragic. It's deflected. And the 76ers shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Here's Shays. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. And he has 28 points for the game.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. A nice job from the three-point line this half.
Here's Whiteside. And the rejection by Noel. Smith against Dragic. For 3, Marshall. Here's Okafor. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Whiteside, the pass to Abdul Rahman to the middle, looking to end the run. That's good from Dang on the assist by Freak. Freak's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. And Marshall kicks to Smith. Shades. Wade is covering. Shades. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Freak kicks to Whiteside. The kick out to Dang. Freak dishes to Whiteside. Wade on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. Here's Dragic from outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Okafor with the ball. He's picked up by Whiteside. Here's Shays. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 30 points in the game.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Philadelphia leading by 23. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And he gets it to go.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Here's Freak. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
And that one's good. Noel.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Wade passes to Abdul Rahman. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Move it!
For Miami, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Knocks it loose and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Now, here's Marshall. Posey covering. Now Marshall. To the paint. Here's Holmes. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Freak. Bangs home the trifecta. Freak's got 21 in the game.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Now, here's Marshall. Posey covering, and it's blocked.
Move it!
Ennis with the ball. Dishes it to Freak. From beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. The 76ers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Grant gets a wide open look. A 3-pointer off the mark.
1 made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Grant. Abdul Rahman. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
What a tremendous showing from the 3-pointer all through this game.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And Miami making a change here. Nick Roberts has checked in. Miami no good on that time either. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. To the left wing. And it's Okafor at the elbow. 76ers moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Here's Raja. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
And it's Freak missing.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
And Okafor with the block. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Carl Landry's checked in for Okafor. Here's Freak. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Grant. 76ers have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. To the middle, here's Landry. That falls. Great assist by Marshall.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the 2 teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Here's Freak. Will it go? And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good
Substitution on the court.
Watch him. He's coming out over there.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And Smith gets double teamed. Okafor against Haslam. Okafor gets the bucket.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
There's Freak. And count it from 19 feet away. Freak's got 23 points. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And Philadelphia making a change here.
Checking in for the 76ers, Grant. Raja. Marshall.
1:22 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot is good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
Greg, they've got one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they'll use this as a jumping-off point to take another game off them later in the year. At least that's the plan.
And Marshall kicks to Grant. That falls. Great assist by Marshall.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
And again, it's the Heat missing.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul. Some good numbers for Okafor. He has 15 rebounds and a decent little assist total for him, too.
No doubt they'd like to see that carry over to the rest of the team. Get good assist numbers all the way around.
Shooting for Philadelphia.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Heat on offense. Here's Freak. And again, unable to change momentum here. Now, here's Marshall. And stolen by Freak. In transition, here comes Miami. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Josh, congratulations on the win. What elements of how the team played will you take into your next game?
Just the way we was able to help each other out on the defensive end, how we was able to get out in the transition and get some easy buckets. And we just got to keep playing unselfish. We got to keep sharing the basketball and limit our turnovers, and I think we'll be okay.
Josh, your team always dangerous out in transition. Thank you. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal, got Kenny the Jet Smith. Without further ado, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
They kept feeding him the basketball, and he did not disappoint. For the guys guarding him, it was a long, long night. As he pushed his point totals in the 30s, he got more and more determined. Great effort.
I mean, he was lights out from deep. Some aerial mastery going on, guys. He spent a lot more time behind the arc than he usually does. Good call by the coaching staff to use him in that way. The defense was not expecting it.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.